Hello and welcome to the Ilene Silverman Show. I'm your host Ilene, and on this week's program, our guest Stephanie Linge, Artistic Director of the Hippodrome Theater, reveals the new season and discusses the vibrant part of the Hippodrome in our community and how you can have a part in keeping Gainesville hip. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us for our program. I'm pleased and delighted to introduce my guest, Stephanie Linge, Artistic Director, Hippodrome Theater. And Stephanie, it's wonderful to have you here.
Oh, it is so great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure, because all these many years, I've always felt a member of the Hippodrome family.
Mm-hmm. And you are.
Thank you. And I'm very pleased for the Hipp that you are leading the way into the season for 2019-2020 on your 47th year.
Yes, thank you so much. We are excited. We are here. We are stronger than ever, and
yes.
Can't wait to get our new season started. We're so excited.
Because you've got to keep Gainesville hip.
That's
We're depending on you. We're depending on you. And then applause for the success of $1 Million Quartet. Oh, success hardly defines it because it's an outstanding show. I was there on opening night, and it has continued on through early August.
Yes. It is such a joyful show, not only for the audiences, but for us at the Hippodrome as well. We love every single actor in it. It is so much fun. I'm not even going to tell you how many times I've seen it.
and they are so talented.
They are so talented. Yes. They are also just loving, beautiful human beings, and we are just so grateful and blessed to have had them with us all summer.
Yes, and because the summer musical means a lot as you look forward to the new season. And just give us now, we think everybody knows the Hippodrome, but kind of give us just that 1 or 2 sentence history.
Oh gosh, well the Hippodrome is integral with Gainesville. They started...
It's a picture of downtown.
Oh my gosh, yes, they started back in the 70s. A bunch of graduates from UF,
yes,
and they started in a 7-Eleven store. I love the moxie. They started in a 7-Eleven, and then they got up to the big time when they moved to a warehouse.
I remember the warehouse, yes.
On Route 441.
Yes.
And at that point, the Hippodrome building, and I'm just going to be in general here because I'm not the historian, but it was the city owned it, and they were trying to figure out what to do with it, and they surveyed the community, and the community said we want it to be the theater, we want it to be the center of the arts.
Yes.
And they gave it to the Hippodrome, and they moved in, they renovated it, and that building has been our gorgeous, beautiful home ever since.
That post office, my family, the Silverman family, used to get their mail there.
Yep.
Box 416. I can remember being a little girl. Yes. So that building holds so many memories for people, but it is so vibrant because every season you're presenting us with wonderful shows. But take a minute and tell us a little about yourself. Because you bring a lot of talent, background, scope of theater to your role as artistic director. I'm impressed. Well, I've seen you at the Hippodrome performing, directing, but did you always think you'd be on stage? Was that a goal when you grew up?
Well, according to my mother, yes. I'm actually one of those fortunate few that my parents not only exposed me to the arts as a child, but encouraged me to follow my dreams and go into theater. So I can never thank them enough for that. My mother's a dancer, and my dad was a finance professor, so he probably should have known better. But they have always supported me. I got my degree in undergrad in musical theater from Indiana University.
Very prestigious.
Very prestigious. Great training there, great program. And from there, I worked in a lot of regional theaters. I moved to New York. I was based out of New York City for over 20 years.
Wonderful.
And I have worked in almost every state in the United States.
Okay.
Almost every state. I just got a few. Louisiana, I'm looking at you.
Okay, we can't let you go. We can't let you go.
But I've been very fortunate. I've done shows on Broadway. I've done national tours. And I came down to Gainesville in 2011 to get my master's at the University of Florida in theater.
Which you achieved.
Which I have achieved. And when I came down here, I'd already been a director, a choreographer, a teacher, a producer, a casting director. In theater, you do a little bit of everything. It keeps you going. And so many of those things I really enjoyed. And as I graduated, I was offered a job at the Hippodrome to be the artistic associate. And in that position, I worked in casting. I worked as the literary manager, helping select the seasons. I worked as a director, as an actor, as a choreographer. I worked with the outreach into the community. And that brings us to today.
Yes, yes. So you know all those parts. And
Yes.
we're going to take just a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about the new season.
Goody.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about the Hippodrome Theater with artistic director Stephanie Linge. And Stephanie, it was so wonderful to be at the reveal for the new season, 2019-2020. Because first, let me compliment you. You did a wonderful job. You engaged the audience. You brought others in, actors, parts, of the wonderful staff at the Hippodrome. You introduced them. It was an inclusive, warm evening, and it kind of set the tone, I think, for the new season.
Thank you.
Would you, well, it's well deserved. and you're calling that season Breaking Boundaries.
Yes.
So explain that.
Well, one of the amazing things about theater, to me, is that it gives us an opportunity to see the world through someone else's eyes.
Yes.
It really engages our empathy, if you will. And in today's world, we're so bifurcated, we're so separated
Exactly.
on so many issues. And I think one of the most important things that we can give each other as humans is the gift of trying to break down the boundaries that are breaking us apart. And we do that by seeing through someone else's eyes and having empathy and maybe experiencing something from a different point of view than we've ever done before that makes us go, huh,
I hadn't looked at
it that way.
I haven't. Yes. That's the beauty of the arts and the importance of the arts and keeping it going in this community and everywhere.
Absolutely.
And that's the gift of the Hippodrome because it opens that door of dialogue and inclusivity.
And that's one of the most important things. It's one of the reasons we exist, is to be able to do that.
Yes. We're glad. We're glad you're here. And you've got a wonderful, kind of do a little preview of everything.
Okay, super quick, because there's so much.
Because if people don't have their tickets, they better get their tickets.
They better get their tickets, that's right.
The Hippodrome depends on subscribers. That's an important element. So.
Yes, we have season subscribers, and our first show is opening in like a month. So
that's right.
You want to
get that kicks up.
That's right.
Kicks off.
Hippodrome kicks off too. That's right. And we also have those flex passes, which will keep selling. But if you want a season subscription where you have your fixed seat, you know where you're sitting, got to get on that.
Yes.
So our first show is our co-production with UF. This is something we are super proud of, this program. It ties us closely with UF. We already are tied very closely.
Exactly.
They are such an important part in the community, but we love this program with them because we get to bring their talent into the Hippodrome, and we also get to share some of the Hippodrome with them. We get to have their students come in and earn roles as in a professional production. This is a professional theater.
Right.
We hire professionals. And so we
it's
hire...
It's a gift,
yes,
for them to be able to do this.
They earn points that help them on their way for their careers when they graduate. And we get to work with them. We get to work with designers. We feed back and forth. And so this is one of those programs I am so excited about continuing from the past. And our first show with them is Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. It is based on the very popular novel by Mark Haddon. And this is adapted by... Simon Simon. Yes.
It was playing when Harvey and I had the privilege of being in London, and it was playing, and I said, well, we can't see that. That is the first show coming to the Hippodrome.
That's right. You have to come see this one.
I will.
It is a story about a 15-year-old boy who feels very separate from the world. He thinks about things in a very different way. His brain works differently than mine. And it's a way, this story is about him exploring the world and becoming more attached to it and finding ways to communicate. And it's a murder mystery.
On top of
all that. So it's wonderful. It's super exciting. Won the Tony for Best Play. And we could not be prouder to open our season with this. It's followed by a brand new play. It is the second production only in the United States called The Blameless, which is a story about forgiveness. And it is surrounded by humor and love and heartbreak. And I can't wait to bring this to our Hippodrome audiences and the community here in Gainesville. We're going to have discussions with the Phoenix River Phoenix Center for Peace Building as well.
Outstanding.
And then
there will be much. People will see many thoughts through that.
Yes,
share much. Yes.
We're going to have a lot of community conversations around that we are going to facilitate for people to talk about what the show brings up for them, how they feel about it, and where we're going from there.
I think that is exceptional. And we are going to take another quick break, but then we'll come back to the season.
Great.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about the Hippodrome Theater. Stephanie, keep us going. We've been through 2 shows already.
Okay.
I have my season ticket, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we've arrived at Christmas.
I know, now we're at the holidays already. Okay.
And we're doing a brand new adaptation of A Christmas Carol. So it'll be a really fun new take on it. It is the same story. It is the same heartfelt wonderfulness that we all love about Christmas Carol, but it's a new adaptation by one of our company members. The second Christmas show is called Scrooge in Rouge.
Oh, I've got to see that. That's going to
Yes.
Well, it was hysterical when you presented it, so I know it'll be even funnier.
It is very funny. If you liked Ultimate Christmas Show, if you liked every Christmas story ever told, and then some, you are going to love Scrooge in Rouge. It's even sillier. And then we go into our spring season. We are actually, this brings up a wonderful new project that we're working on. We are doing a co-production, a shared production with another professional theater, the Free Fall Theater in St. Petersburg.
That you have been a part of,
That
and
I
I
were-
performed there.
Yes.
I saw, and I think what a great idea. I applaud that idea.
Thank you.
Yes.
We are.
Brilliant.
We are all a team.
Yes.
We are all in the same boat, and all the creatives, and we work with the other theaters in Florida. And this is a wonderful way that we can again share some of our professional design staff, share our actors, and hopefully do this while saving some money to help both theaters and their bottom line.
Each is a win-win.
Absolutely.
You mount one, it goes to St. Pete, vice versa.
They mount one, it comes to us. So the first one we're putting up in January is Lone Star Spirits, hysterical, set in Texas, in a liquor store. I don't think I need to say anymore.
Enough said.
It's funny. And then that will travel to Free Fall Theater in St.
Okay.
Petersburg, and Marie and Rosetta, beautiful play with music, is going to come back to us.
Okay.
And that's going to be playing in the end of February and March, and that is about Rosetta Tharpe.
Right.
She is the godmother of rock and roll. If you liked $1 Million Quartet,
I was just thinking, this is a follow-up.
No, it's the
history. This is
prequel. She is
yes.
the one who influenced most
Got
of
that
those
going.
singers. So
Right.
it's going to be fantastic. It's a play with music, gorgeous music. I cannot wait.
Yes.
And then our final straight play of the season is Native Gardens. That, again, it's a comedy. This one's a little more of a dark comedy. It's about a fence
Yes.
being erected to define a line to
Right.
keep people
Between this household
out
and that household.
between this household and that household, and it's hysterical. It's hysterical. Plus, we're going to build and destroy a garden on stage
This is
every
night. Yes.
every
Okay.
single night.
Well, you do have a large staff. That works
We
with the Hippodrome,
do.
and that's going to take a lot of concentration.
It will.
A lot of people.
We employ locally here over
Right.
40 people, and a lot of those are our designers. We have the guys in the shop. We have the designers of the sets. We have the designers of the costumes. I mean,
Yes, because everything occurs here,
created
in
here,
the Hippodrome.
here in Gainesville at the
Exactly.
Hippodrome. Mhm.
So when we speak of the economic impact, you are employing all these people, and it has a direct impact, positive, on our community.
Oh yes, yes. I mean, we have so many people in the community working with us. Plus,
And-
we have
and
everyone
their
coming
talent.
to the theater
Yes.
and spending their money downtown.
Yes.
There have been
And-
numerous studies done, and it's a big
And
impact.
all of them say this is a win-win. This
Every
is
single one.
important, and it is. So yes, I totally look forward to that.
Oh, good.
And
I have
then-
one more to tell you
I know.
about.
Before you know it, we're back to the summer.
We're back to the musical
I know.
again, and next summer's musical is going to be Rock of
Ages.
Ages, which I saw on Broadway. Oh my gosh, it's so fun! It is ridiculously fun.
I've seen it. It is.
It is a silly, loving parody of all your favorite 80s music.
Can we get up and sing and dance?
Yes,
Are we
yes, you
invited?
can.
All right.
Yes,
I'm in
you
it.
can. And
Save my
it's
space.
it's just I don't even know the words to describe it. You just have to come and see it.
That's right. And I hope it will last throughout the whole summer, just like $1 Million Quartet. Well, I'm sure it will, as a matter of fact.
We hope so.
Because I can see you have put together a wonderful schedule that has a lot for everybody.
We do. We try to have a diverse schedule. It's part of how we put our seasons together, is we try to make sure that there is something for everyone, and that there are plays that are challenging and plays that are fun. And this year we
thoughtful
have
and
2 whole
funny
musicals.
and- yes.
Scrooge and Rouge and Rock of Ages. So
Exactly.
we try to have a Whitman sampler, if you will.
And everyone delicious.
Exactly.
Thank you. We have more to come. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're talking about the Hippodrome Theater. And Stephanie, outstanding season. I'm looking forward to it. I've had season tickets for many, many years, and I always enjoy and really find the experience of being at the Hippodrome extremely worthwhile.
Thank you.
It is an evening well spent. But it takes a lot to keep all of this, the people involved, the shows, all of this juggling.
It does.
And I'm very proud for the Hippodrome that some well-known members of our community have stepped up to lead the way.
Yes, absolutely. We are very fortunate and very grateful for Nathan S. Collier. He has stepped up with a challenge grant for the community.
Go, Nathan.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
So Nathan has basically promised that he will match up to $100,000 every year for the next 10 years. That is $1 million.
As I said, thank you, Nathan.
I know.
Honey.
Thank
well,
you.
they have supported the arts
always.
Years and years.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But the challenge part of that is we
It's
have
us.
to match that.
Exactly.
So if we can raise $100,000 this year, he will match that $100,000.
Right.
The trick is that has to be $100,000 of people promising to give those amounts for 10 years.
Okay.
Because Nathan's a businessman and he understands you need to build that kind of energy. You
That
need to build that
sustainability.
sustainability, and I think it's brilliant.
It is.
So that is what we are working on, and people can call the box office. They can go to our website. They can find more information. Heck, just call us. We'll talk to you about it.
We'll talk to you about it.
Anytime.
Yes. And it has to be a new gift, as
Has to
I
be a new
understand
gift.
it, which is important also.
Yes.
Because we want new members of the audience.
Yes.
This is a community where people are always moving, coming with the university, and they need to know the Hippodrome.
Absolutely.
And so whatever amount you give, then it gets matched, so it's doubled.
That's right. And if somebody's
Right.
already given, if they give over that,
Then that is matched.
then Nathan will match that.
Okay, I like it. And that kind of leads you to the Hippodrome 2029 Leadership
Yes.
Circle.
Yep, the 2029 Leadership Circle
Yeah.
are the people who are joining us in this challenge and are like,
that
yes,
10 years.
we are here, we
Okay.
are in, we are saying we're going to do this. They sign a little thing that says we're doing it, and they
And
are part of
they're
our
on the way.
2029 Leadership Circle, and they are the rock.
Yes, because sadly there's been many cuts to,
Oh, yes.
to the financial support of the arts.
Yes.
Not just the Hippodrome, but everywhere.
Well, everywhere. And the state, as most people are probably aware, last year almost zeroed out everything.
Yes.
This year we did get some.
A little.
But it's nowhere near what we qualify for.
And what you need.
Or what we need to be able to
Yes.
do what we do. The community, however, has really stepped up.
I think so.
The city and the county stepped up and gave us one-time grants to help us bridge through this very difficult
Yes.
time to get us to where we can start to work again. They've supported so many of us, and we are working with Dance Alive, with the Gainesville Orchestra, because we are so much stronger together and more
You
creative
are.
together.
And yes, like you said, you're the creative minds, the souls.
Absolutely.
And it is important, so you embrace each other. And what I love is that, and I have to compliment you and everyone at the Hippodrome, you are using your facility day and night. I get all the emails. You've got karaoke, you've got yoga, you've got your talk back Sundays, the second and third Sunday of each performance to talk about the show. You are using so much of your space, and so tell us more. You've got the cinema, the art gallery.
Yes, we are more than just a theater. We have an art cinema. We have a gallery that changes their art, the showings all the time. We have rentals for the space. Anybody needs a space, come rent one.
That's right.
And we
Upstairs,
also have
downstairs.
events that we throw. Again, we are trying to create a space where the community can come, no matter what their interests or
Exactly.
or where their expertise lies. They can come and enjoy on many different levels.
I agree. And once they're there, maybe for something else, they go, let's come back and
That's right.
see that production on the main stage. It's getting through the door the first time, and then the magic occurs.
And we want the community to be more involved. That's why we've always done one talk back. Now we're going to do two. The second Sunday and the third Sunday of the shows. We run a mix and mingle night. Our first Wednesday production. If you stay after and come down to the bar, you get to meet the cast.
Oh, I'm going to remember that.
Yes.
And when we talk about the magic, you are starting the magic early through arts education.
Yes.
Your camps for kids. Tell us.
Our education program is truly the beating heart of the Hippodrome.
I agree.
It is what has been our most, honestly, one of the most things we are most proud of. We reach so many children. We have scholarships for children who can't afford it. We bring in so many kids, and we watch those kids grow up. Some of those kids now work at the Hippodrome.
They're in the Christmas Carol. They're given this opportunity.
They're house managers. They're in the box office. They've been on the third floor. It's so wonderful when people come in and go, I saw my first show here when I was a kid, or I went to camp. Our kids in camp are doing theater in New York and in LA. They're in films.
It's what everybody wants. It's happening.
And it gives them an opportunity to truly be themselves, accepted for who they are, and learn to express themselves that way.
Stephanie, beautifully said. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I congratulate you and look forward to years of you as artistic director at the Hippodrome Theater. And I thank everyone involved. Looking forward to the next season, the new season coming up, and asking all of this community to keep Gainesville hip.
Yes, please.
Yes. And I hope to see you at the Hippodrome Theater. I'm so glad you tuned in, and I hope you'll join us next week. Take care.